based off of the information we was trying to figure out, with the average cost of living, how much do you think is necessary for a family of four to live? And at what age do you think people should start forming those families?
Oh, dang. What age? Good Lord. I don't know if it's so much based on age, but I think when you're probably really established with what direction you want to go with your career, and you have some thoughts on building a family and what it's going to take to help raise a healthy family.
You mean 40?
I'm thinking probably like closer to 30, maybe. I think you have, a bit of maturity, a bit of, life experience that you can bring to the table. I had a family of four. So when I think about living in California, living comfortably, I would say, probably close to almost 200,000
for a family of four.
For a family of four.
I thought you was gonna say 300 in California. That makes
at least. I mean, I lived in the high desert in California, where it's pretty, reasonable place to live. Yeah, I would definitely say probably when we broke about 200,000, it got a little bit more comfortable to live. Both of our kids were involved with sports. We have a nice sized property. So planning for like retirement and stuff, that's what we had in mind. Making sure that, there was a lot of travel costs because the distance that my husband had lived or worked away. So there was quite a bit, the gas out here is astronomical. Utility bills, the cost of the utilities. I mean, we had probably like a $400 a month Edison bill. So yeah, we needed to bring in some income in order to be able to survive and have, some sort of quality of life.
Is it reasonable to say that, like, if we're saying one person can survive on 50,000, that for every additional person you want to bring in your home, you should be trying to bring in another 50,000? Like,
no.
Isn't that what we kind of need to start thinking like?
That's what
Or
you gotta think.
There was a calculation made a couple years ago that they calculated how much one child from birth to the age of 18, I don't know if somebody wants to look that up, but how much it would cost over that span of lifetime.
Over 300. It's over 300 now at this point.
What is over 300?
Yeah, because they're literally.
They say it's about 21,000 per year, something crazy.
Google is saying that for the first year of a child being born, a parent spends anywhere from 20 to 50,000 just in the first year. That's the first thing that comes up on Google.
That's not what's necessary.
Yeah.
No, it is what's necessary. That's what they're basing it
Now
off
listen
of.
to the words.
No.
You said it's what a person spends. What a person spends is not the same as what is necessary.
Yeah, because people buy a crib and a bassinet and a swinger.
And 100,000 on it.
Exactly.
And they say that's reported what people spend, but that don't mean that they.
I was talking about the 300,000 thing. That's actually they're calculating necessities. It ain't all the excess.
But if you was to budget, if anybody was ever budgeted, you would first figure out what the budget is for you to survive. You don't wait to start budgeting when you got four people.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have so much access to information now. I mean, that people can look that up and kind of plan.
Well, we know that people are not doing. That's the whole point. We're exposing that people are not even doing that. People are on paycheck.
So Don, how much does it cost for a family of four in the U.S.?
How much does it cost for a family of four in the U.S.?
The U.S. You got to know. That's a terrible question. The U.S., California, New York, Florida is two different areas.
Yeah.
All right. I was just trying to so we can have a consensus. We all live in the same country, so
I would say I would say in between 60 and 80 grand, but it all depends on the demographics.
All right. So in the state of Mississippi, which is absolutely one of the cheapest states you can live in, without retirement, you're looking at 94,000.
Yikes.
Nah.
So
I did the math.
But
I did the math.
Yeah, the way you calculated a $1,700 rent. And I'm telling you, I lived in Alabama from the time I was in elementary school, from the time I graduated, and there were people living in single wide and double wide trailers.
You're talking about 20 years ago.
Okay, so I'm gonna just tell you what it says.
I'm talking about as recent as last year.
What it says right now on the internet for Atlanta
is she'll tell you
6 to 9
for her single wide trailer she living in, and it ain't even close to $1,000.
How long she been in this single wide trailer?
She just moved in there, probably like 3 months ago.
In what state?
So
Alabama.
Real quick, y'all.
In the backwoods.
You know, we have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. I had separated from my husband, and it was over $3,000 in California.
And I'm telling you, them people in Alabama that's living in them little ass shacks and shit, they not reporting no statistics.
You feel like 6,800 to 9,800 is pretty average a month in Atlanta, because that's what it says for a family of 4 in Atlanta right now.
Yeah.
So imagine you spending it says $6,830 and $9,817 per month. Somewhere in between there is what the average person in Atlanta. So imagine what people are spending in New York, in California, in Vegas, and I would say when I think of Atlanta, I think Dallas and like Houston is right there on the same accord with Atlanta. So ain't nobody finna tell me that like 50,000 is enough.
So hold on, y'all. Ray's World, you've been pretty patient over there. What you got on this?
Which question?
You could address either about whatever you wanted. Or you didn't hear any of the questions.
No.
We was discussing the minimum amount you would need for a family of 4 to survive in the state.
The minimum we was?
I thought that's what it was.
I don't think they had a minimum. The minimum is a game changer. Because then
the minimum is different. They were talking about what people spend or whatever.
That Josie got.
It doesn't matter. You can come from any angle you want. Pause.
So I know I live in the state of California. For a family of 4 per month or per year.
Whichever is easier for you to calculate, because we could.
I would say per month they're
12x if we have to.
Like close to 10,000 a month.
Yeah, I agree.
That's 120,000 a year necessary.
Their mortgage is already 5,000.
Mm-hmm.
I work with families of 4.
What kind of square feet they got over there for 5,000?
Well, California is really, really bad. California is really, really bad. Their insurances are one of the worst in the country. They tax you on everything. You got these crazy tickets. Their rents and mortgages are out of this world. They find so many ways to Go ahead.
Let's say mortgage 5,000.
Yeah.
What part is it? Does it ever dawned on you that a $5,000 mortgage, probably the reason why it's so high, could possibly be the interest rate, and the interest rate can possibly be based on your damn credit.
Well, in this case, we don't factor all that.
That is true. Hold on, that is true. We have to compensate for some of these reports. It's not incorporating people's credit, how much interest rate they're getting charged, and all.
It's gonna be hard to get a $5,000 mortgage if your credit is shot, bro. It's gonna be very difficult to get a $5,000 mortgage if your credit is shot. I don't know how that works.
These interest rates these people are paying on these come on, 5,000. That's why I asked, what was the square feet of that house?
And taxes too.
It doesn't matter. It's in LA and all the homes.
You telling me that the square feet don't matter?
Not in LA, it doesn't. No. It's going to be $1 million and up regardless.
2 bedrooms matter.
What's the average property taxes? What's the average property taxes?
2 bedrooms and 2 baths matter. Between the 1 bedroom and 1.
Point, Darwin, you want to talk about
it's the same concept if you think about it.
It's not.
Okay,
So are we trying to figure out if we can live on one income so that we can preserve one or other parent and
I don't get how we're
efficiently
having
parent?
this. Why this is so damn
square feet
confusing?
don't
Y'all
matter
ask
when
me
you
how
ask
much
me?
do it cost?